Okay, so see, it's a very easy topic, binomial theorem. There is just one formula which you have to use it for all the expansion and everything. Okay, so the normal one is, if you can see, a plus b to the power of n. So whenever I'm expanding a plus b to the power of n, first thing remember that if the power is, let's say, a plus b to the power of 5, then definitely I'm gonna get 6 terms. Okay, I'm gonna get 6 terms. First thing. Second thing, what we will do, we will start with the highest power of 5, I mean highest power of a, and then we'll slowly decrease it. Similarly, we'll start with the lowest power of b and we will slowly increase it. Okay, so if we have a to the power of 5 first term, then a to the power of 4, a to the power of 3, a to the power of 2, a to the power of 1, a to the power of 0. As you can see, 6 terms are there. Similarly, we will increase the power, so b to the power of 0, b to the power of 1, b to the power of 2, b to the power of 3, b to the power of 4, and b to the power of 5. So we get these 6 terms. Now just about the coefficient, we will start with nc0, whatever it is. In this case, since it is 5, it's going to be 5c0. Then next one, 5c1, 5c2, 5c3, 5c4, and 5c5. Done. Okay, obviously you know the combination ka formula. If it is 5c2, that means what? It will be 5 into 4 upon 1 into 2. That means what? 2 steps down, 2 steps up. We will do it in permutation combination as well, don't worry. Second thing, also 5c2 is also equal to 5c5 minus 2, which is nothing but 5c3. So here, as you can see, 5c0 and 5c5 will be equal. 5 minus 0, 5 minus 5, that thing. 5c1 and 5c4 is equal, and 5c2, 5c3 are going to be equal. So that's why we get a Pascal triangle, but it's not important, that Pascal triangle thing. Okay, we are always going to use this combination for all these things. Okay, in case if you want this formula, it is n factorial upon n minus r factorial into r factorial. Don't use it, because we have got this shortcut and we can use it for the questions where we will have these things as well. So don't worry about it. Now this is one part about the expansion. In case if it is minus b, then just replace all this b with minus b, and it depends on the power of b whether it's going to be positive or negative. So as you can see, if it is minus b to the power of 1, here we will get negative. Here it is minus b to the power of 2, here it will get positive, so it's going to be plus. And as you proceed, it's going to be alternate plus minus. Okay, alternate plus minus you will get. Okay, clear this thing till this point? Okay, Samira, Ridhima, camera quickly. Okay, now the next part is finding the coefficient of any term. This is very important because they ask you term independent of x, then find a combination of power. So term independent of x, generally they ask you most of the time. Otherwise they ask you coefficient of x square, x cube, or whatever. We will see in the problem, don't worry. But for that you just need to remember certain things. That I've taken one example, x square plus 1 by 2x to the power of 4 to the power of 12. Okay, and we need to find a term independent of x. So I've just taken an example so that it becomes easier. So as you can see, we need to find a combination of x square to the power of something and 1 by 2x power of 4 to the power of something. The combination will be in such a way whose product, basically we want term independent of x. That means what? The power of this numerator x and the denominator x will be same, so it will cancel out each other. The only thing is, here we'll have to find a combination in such a way their addition has to be 12. 8 plus 4, 12, like that, this 12. Okay, because we can see it here also. See, here it is a to the power of 5, b to the power of 0, sum is 5. Then here 3 and 2, 5. Here 2 and 3, 5. Here 1 and 4, 5. Here 0 and 5, 5. So always remember that the first term's power and second term's power, the sum is always going to be equal to this power. I mean, whatever that. Here it is 12, so it's going to be 12. So maybe we can consider, let's say, 7 and 5 if I consider. So as you can see, this is all trial and error method. The numerator would be x to the power of 14. The denominator would be 1 upon x to the power of, I'm not considering that 2 thing. X to the power of 20. As you can see, I am getting 1 upon x to the power of 6, which is not a term independent of x. So obviously our assumption is wrong. Maybe we can think of 8 and 4, let's say. So here, as you can see, if I take 8 and 4, this is going to be x to the power of 16. This is going to be 1 upon 2x, 2, forget it, x to the power of 16. As you can see, you can cancel it out. So that's where the term would be where this will be 8 and this will be 4. Okay. Now we just want this coefficient. We just need to find where it is nc something. So of course it has to be 12c something, right? Because as you can see here, it was 5c0, 5c1, 5c2. So you can take either 8 or 4, doesn't matter, both are same. right? Both are always going to be same. Hmm?
So if there's a question like this, which is to find the term independent of x, so we just directly show like
Yes.
12c8
Yes.
into
Directly.
x squared to the power of, okay.
Directly you'll
And
have
then
to
we
do
just show that it equals to like we will then solve it,
it.
right?
Right. That's it you have in this thing, binomial. Okay. Let's do some of the questions quickly and we'll do it. Okay. So these are only 5 questions. Okay. Probably I'm going to do couple of questions in this batch, couple of questions in that batch. Maybe I'll just combine the recordings whenever it is necessary. So as you can see, the first one is expand 3 plus x to the power 4, evaluating each coefficient. Ridhima, pay attention. Half of the time you are not in the class. Half of the time when you are there in the class, you are talking to someone else.
So I was just confused. Like, can you just explain once, like the binomial theorem, like how to explain?
So you have
I've
to
just
join again.
forgotten that. Just one question.
So do we start solving it?
Yes, and one sec. It's fine. वो थोड़ा time लगेगा. Maybe couple of days more. Anyways, so as you can see, it's 3 plus x to the power of 4. If you're comfortable, you can start solving it. Don't worry. So the first term would be what? First term would be one sec. Color change for the second. Yeah. So the first term would be what? It's going to be 3 to the power of 4. Okay. And we will slowly decrease the power. There are two terms, a and b. So 3 to the power of 4. Second term would be 3 to the power of 3. Third term would be 3 to the power of 2. Fourth term would be 3 to the power of 1. And fifth term would be 3 to the power of 0. Similarly, I'm going to increase the value of power of x. So x to the power of 1, x to the power of 2, x to the power of 3, x to the power of 4, and finally x to the power of 5. What about the coefficient? It's going to be 4c something. So we'll start with 4c0. Then we'll increase 4c1, 4c2, 4c3, and 4c4. Just add it, add it, add it, add it. That's it. 4c0, it's going to be 1. So 3 to the power of 4 is how much? 27, 81. So 81x. 81, one second, x क्यों आया ये? X to the power of 0, sorry. क्या कर रहा हूँ? Sorry, x to the power of 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, and then 4. ठीक है? This is how we are going to increase. So it's going to be 81 first term. Second one would be 4c1. So 4 into 3 cube, which is nothing but 27 into x, plus 4c2 is nothing but 4 into 3 upon 1 into 2, which is nothing but 6, into 3 square is nothing but 9. Use brackets, use lot of brackets, don't worry. I mean, obviously it will just help you. 4c3 is nothing but 4c1, which is again going to be 4, and this is 4 into 3 into x cube, and then 4c4 is nothing but 1, 3 to the power of 0 is 1, and plus x to the power of 4. As you can see, everyone, this 4c0 and this 4c4 is equal. Okay? Then this 4c1 and this 4c3 is equal, and then this 4c2 is just individual like that. Remember, there are 5 terms we are getting, and the sum, and here as you can see, the sum of 4 and 0, 3 and 1, 2 and 2, and all these things are same. At the end, this is what my answer is: 81 plus 2750, 108x plus 54x square plus 12x cube plus x to the power of 4. Simple. Got it, everyone? You don't even need calculator for these things. हाँ बोलो. हाँ ज़्यादा ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस में मैं चले, मेरे को लगा मेरा ही गलत है. But did you get it? Easy. चलो next quickly. ठीक है. In the expansion of x minus p by x, 3 plus x to the power of 4, the coefficient of x is 0. Find the value of the constant p. ठीक है. Now see here, as you can see. ठीक है. I don't have mark scheme. I'll have to solve it and I'll have to upload it. मैंने just randomly have taken some values. Randomly नहीं, दिमाग लगा के I have taken all these questions, and these questions I'll upload it at a portal which I'm going to give you access soon. Okay, so when we have x minus p by x, 3 plus x to the power of 4, the coefficient of x is 0. The coefficient of x is 0. That means what we are concentrating on, x, single x. Now see, everyone, x minus p by x is same. So we are going to multiply x with something and minus p by x with something. Everyone pay attention. It's fine. You can solve it later. So x into something I want. Okay. And we want the coefficient of x is 0. So I want something here. Pay attention, everyone. This bracket where there won't be any x. Correct? There won't be any x. Okay. And then minus p by x into something which will have x or something else?
So we have to multiply x and minus p by x by two different values or same value?
Do different values, no? Because see here we are not gonna expand this. Acha, we already expanded. It's just part of it. Now see, we already expanded it and we got 81, then we got 108x, then we got 54x square, then we got 12x cube, then we got plus x to the power of 4. But this x minus p by x, when I multiply, so this x will be multiplied by all these terms, then minus p by x will also get multiplied with all these terms, but we are not going to do so much of work. We just want certain values like x into what will give me something x only. Okay, and minus p by x into what will give me something x only. So what it would be?
So minus of the first one will be 81.
Yes, and the second one?
54 x square.
54x square, right? Because this x and square will get cancelled. And please, whenever we are revising, just go through it before the class. Half an hour, just don't, even if it is there. So we'll get what? We'll get 81x from this thing. This x and this square will get cancelled and we'll get minus 54p x, 54px. Now, as they said that the coefficient of x is 0, that means what? 81 minus 54p is equal to 0. Or we'll get 54p is equals to 81, or we will get p is equals to 81 by 54, which is 3 by 2.
So I got disconnected. Can you repeat what you did with this question?
You got this thing x in times 81 because I want only coefficient of x, so I'll have to multiply x with certain values of this expansion, which we have already done here, which will give me x. So we got 81, then 81x.
No, so how did we get 81 and 54? Can you tell me?
Are you from this expansion? Because 3 plus x to the power of 4, we already expanded this one. First question.
Okay, okay.
That's why. So x into what? So this 81 and minus p by x into what? So 54x square. Because I wanted x, so I wanted x square term.
So I didn't understand the last term.
This you got it?
Yes.
Uh-huh. So now this is 81x minus 54px. Now what they have said, this is the term where the where we get x. Okay. So here they said that the coefficient of x is 0. So since the coefficient of x is 0, that means what? 81 minus 54p would be 0. X won't be 0, no? That's why. So 81 minus 54. Acha, even if you're not comfortable with this, one sec, I'll just write this thing as, this is nothing but 81 minus 54p times x. Correct? And then this coefficient of x is 0, that means 81 minus 54p is 0, and we will get this value. Make sense? Done. And everyone, cameras, Himakshi, Suhani.
Yeah, my net is really bad. I don't like understand.
Oh, even mine it is bad. That's why I'm turning on my camera and turning it on again.
No, it's fine. I can see that. Okay, one sec. Again. Hence, find the term independent of x for the same expansion. Everyone. Now, again, you got a chance to just do this thing. Now, see.
But sir, how will we get for x? Like minus p by x we can get, but how will we?
So we won't get it. Oh, that's correct. Very good. X into, will you get any value which will give me a term independent of x? We won't, right?
No.
So that's why there is only one option where we multiply minus p by x, or minus p we already got, which is minus 3 by 2x, into what will give me a term independent of x? It's going to be 108x,
Yeah.
which will cancel this x. It's going to be 54.
So, but why do we have to multiply the minus 3 by 2?
Because we already found the value of 3 by p, no? That's why.
Oh, it's a piece of now.
Yeah?
So for this, to find the term independent of x, we won't multiply x with anything.
We won't multiply because x into anything won't give me any term independent of x. Right? If there would have been 1 by x or something like that, we would have considered. But here we won't. Correct? Everyone, are you getting it? So this is nothing but minus 162. Done. Abhi finally.
Independent of x means that doesn't contain like
X. Yes.
X value.
Yes.
So why did we take 81?
Why did we take?
Why didn't we take 81? 81
Because
X नहीं है.
because 81 में x नहीं है, but we are multiplying this x minus p by x with that, na? So anyways x will be 81x or yeah 81 by x जो भी होएगा, that's why. Okay. Similarly, fourth one also, pay attention. Okay, it's okay. You can solve it later. Show that the coefficient of x square is 90. Show that the coefficient of x square is 90. That means what? We are looking for coefficient of x. Again, same thing. See, x into what? Acha, this time we can write this thing. Huh? We'll just write it. One sec. It becomes x minus 3 by 2x times 3 plus x to the power of 4. This is the question which became. Okay. Now see, when we want to find coefficient of x square. So x into what will give me a coefficient of x square? Similarly, minus 3 by 2x into what will give me a give me coefficient of x square? X into what? 108x. Correct. And for this one, 12x. Correct. Absolutely fine. So you will get what? You will get 108x square minus 18x square, which is nothing but 90x square. Done. Got it? Everyone got it? No problem?
One second.
Hmm?
We got it.
This one. Find the first three terms in the expansion of x minus x by 16 to the power of 6. Find the first three terms in the expansion of x minus 4 minus x by 16 to the power of 6 in ascending power of x. Okay? Give each term in its simplest form. This time it's just negative, that's why I kept it, but it's gonna be the same thing, right? Just
So I forgot what does it mean to be like the ascending power?
x to the power of 0, x to the power of 1, x to the power of 2, x to the power of 3. मतलब in short first four terms. कितना 3 terms पूछा? 3 terms, first 3 terms.
So only 3 terms, huh?
हाँ 3 terms. So it's gonna be what? First term, as you can see, it's gonna be 4 to the power of 4 to the power of 6. ठीक है? Second term would be 4 to the power of 5. Third term would be 4 to the power of 4. Correct? 654. Similarly, here we'll get x to the power of 0. Here we'll get x to the power of 1. And here we'll get x to the power of 2. अरे नहीं क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं एक सेकेंड मैं टर्म ही भूल गया इट्स गोना बी माइनस एक्स बाई 16 to the power of 0 everyone pay attention minus x by 16 to the power of 1 and minus x by 16 to the power of 2. Okay, now as you can see here the first one would be 6c0, second one 6c1, third one 6c2, and we are just gonna add in between. See, right now I'm just adding it. After that I'll simplify. 6c0 is what? It's gonna be 1, so as it is. 4 to the power of 6 is how much? 2 to the power of 12. 1024 4096. Yeah, so we get 4096. Just check once. Baki this is 1, doesn't matter.
Yes, sir.
Now see, second one is important. Everyone pay attention. See, this is minus x by 16 to the power of 1. That means what? It's an odd power. So here, just get rid of this minus thing first. So we'll just write it minus. We know it's going to be negative. This is going to be 6. 4 to the power of 10 is nothing but 1024 and upon 16. Okay? Into x. Now see, minus x square, so it's an even power, so negative it won't be there, it's going to be positive, so we'll keep it positive only. 6c2 is nothing but 6 into 5 upon 1 into 2, which is nothing but 15. 6 into 5 upon 1 into 2, yeah, 15. 4 to the power of 4, 2 to the power of 8, 2 to the power of 8 कितना होता है? 256 है ना? 256.
Yes.
Into x square divided by 16 square, which is 256. Correct, everyone? Finally, if you solve it, you will get 4096 as it is. 16 divided by 1
Minus 384 plus 15x.
plus 15 x square. That's it. These are the first three terms. Very easy question I've given. Again, they are asking the same thing. Hence, find the term independent of x in the expression 4 minus x to the power of 16. This time it is x minus 1 by x whole square. Thoda sa different they have given.
So can we do this? So can we do this one at home? Like can we try to do this
Try.
one at home?
Just make sure this expansion we know, and whenever it's a subpart of any other question, then obviously you'll have to use these terms at least.
So
So
I got disconnected. Can you move into that?
this is the expansion we get. You will have to use it. So this expansion, don't expand. Obviously, we are not going to expand till 7 terms. We are just going to expand till 3 terms only, and just put dot dot dot. Okay, just I'm just going to write it. Then you do it. 4096 minus 384x plus 15x square, and just use this plus or minus जो भी है minus dot 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 into x minus 1 by x square is nothing but x square minus 2 plus 1 by x square. Now think about it. You will have to do a lot of things. Huh? There are 3 terms on the right hand side which we are going to multiply with these terms, and you have to think of a term which is independent of it. Think about x square.
So first we multiplied 15x square with 1 by x square.
One sec. 15x square with 1 by x square. Don't do this way. I would prefer going from this way to this way. I mean, that would be better. See, x square multiplied by, is there any term if I multiply x square with something to get a term independent of x, will I get it? Why I'm saying this, go this way, because these are limited terms. There are 7 terms, that's why. So just make a habit. So
No. So you have to get rid of x, right?
so x square
minus 2 into 4096.
Is there anything for x square? Nothing, no?
No, I don't think that's
Nothing, because x square into anything, I mean, there is no 1 by x square or something, so it doesn't matter. So we'll just don't care for this x square. The minus 2 into what? Minus 2 into 4096, right? Use brackets 4096 plus 1 by x square into
15x
square.
yes, 1 by x square into 15x square. Make sure वो positive negative का, there is a lot of chance that you can make silly mistake. So this is कितना हो गया? 8 negative 8192 है ना?
8192
Plus 15 हाँ, which is
minus 8.77.
7 हाँ, that's your answer. चलो next. This is another different question. Okay, this is another type of question where given that the coefficient of x square in the expansion of this thing is 25 by 4, find the value of n. So this time they are asking you the power n to find out. Generally they ask you coefficient and all. In this question they asked you the power. Okay, so again we have to find, they have given the coefficient of x square, so we are just going to concentrate on that. Now see, 1 plus x is there. Okay, so obviously 1 will be multiplied by something and plus x will be multiplied by something, and I want x square. So 1 will be multiplied with x square. Everyone pay attention, this is very important. 1 will be multiplied by x square, right? So basically I want minus x by 2 to the power of 2. Do you agree? है ना? Now if I want minus x by 2 to the power of 2, 1 would be what? 1 would be 1 to the power of n minus 2, because the sum has to be n. And finally I'll have n c how much? So either I have the choice of n minus 2 or 2. Obviously I'll prefer 2. Did you get it?
No, but why did you do minus x by 2 square?
Because I wanted x square, no coefficient. So I'm multiplying 1 with what? 1 with x square only. I'll get the x square coefficient. That's why.
Okay.
So how do we use NC2 and whatever?
This 2.
Okay.
ठीक है? This 12 c4 8 whatever this thing. Similarly x into what? I want minus x by 2 to the power of 1, right? Make sure you use minus, huh? The negative है, so you can make mistakes. Okay, one second, I'll just use proper brackets. Minus x by 2 to the power of 1. 1 to the power, it's going to be n minus 1 because the sum has to be n. And finally it's going to be nc1. Correct? Everyone, are you getting this thing? Done? Finally, we'll just solve it. We'll just keep this nc2 as it is. 1 to the power of anything is 1. We'll get this thing as positive x square by 4. Right? Similarly, plus x, so at the end of the day I'm going to get x square, so I'll just keep this x square aside. Minus is there, so there will be minus outside, so it will be minus because of this minus. Okay, minus will go out, so it's going to be minus. Okay, 1 will be as it is 1, and we will get nc1. What is nc1? What is the value of nc1?
N.
n. n
N.
7c1 7 8c1 8, so similarly nc1 is going to be n.
No, but we'll also divide by 2, right?
हाँ see देखो मैं खुद भूल गया था can happen, so it's going to be n by 2, right, because of this 2.
I will divide it by 2.
X by 2 था ना,
Yeah.
that's why. And
So
then
then won't the entire thing be divided by 2, like n x square would be divided by 2, right? Like the entire
doesn't
thing.
matter na, nx square n by 2 into x square, same thing na,
Okay.
which is equal to, the coefficient is 25 by 4x square, right? Now just to make it better, I'll just multiply everything by 4, so I'll get what, I'll get nc2 into x square. In fact, just forget this x square, I mean just remove this x square. So nc2, अच्छा ठीक है चलो, let me write it, x square minus 2nx square is equal to 25x square, multiplying it by 4. Okay, this will give me this thing, and finally I'll get nc2 minus 2n is equal to 25. Correct everyone? ये कितने मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन, 5 मार्क्स का, बराबर है. So nc2 minus 2n is equals to 25, and see, as I told you, either you use n factorial upon n minus r factorial to r factorial, or you use my simple method, which is just take n into n minus 1 upon 1 into 2 minus 2n is equal to 25. Finally you just multiply everything by 2, so you will get n into n minus 1 minus 4n is equal to 50. Multiplying it
So
by
how
2,
did you get 1 into 2?
that shortcut which I told you, whenever we are finding 5c2 5c3, you are going to take 2 steps down, 2 steps up, like that, remember? Nahin?
I didn't.
When we have 8c2, actual formula is 8 factorial upon 8 minus 2 factorial into 2 factorial, ऐसा कुछ तो भी, which I don't remember. What I do is, whenever it is 8c2, actually it is for permutation and combination, अभी कर ही रहे अपन next. So whenever it is 8c2 and whenever it is 8p2, we know permutation is always greater, so it will be 8 into 7, just 2 steps down, that's it, done. 2 steps down. 8c2 would be 2 steps down, 8 into 7, and 2 steps up in the denominator, so 1 into 2.
So how is it? So what do you mean by like 2 steps down?
अरे ये शॉर्टकट है रे,
Two steps
शॉर्टकट
down
है.
from there. So 2 steps down from there.
From 8 से we are going 1 step down, like that. It's just a formula which I use.
So did you say 2 steps? Did you mean 1 step? Yeah, exactly. You should
अरे
put
इंग्लिश नहीं आता,
8
मेरे को मैथ्स आता, ठीक है ना, जो तुमको समझना है. 8 and 7, 8 पे गए 7 पे गए, like that, 2 steps, ठीक है. And 1 into 2 1 2, ऐसा कंसिडर कर लो यार, अब क्या इतना. If I talk about 8c or let's say 10c3, so it's gonna be what, it will take 3 steps up, oh sorry, 3 steps up and 3 steps down and 3
So
steps
it
up
will be 10. It will
into
be 10
9.
into 9 into 8 upon 1 into 2 into 3.
And always, you know, this will be simplified from 2 1, this is 4 3 1, this is the. फिर तुमको ध्यान में नहीं रहता क्या? Obviously I have taught you this thing. इतना अच्छा शॉर्टकट.
And what is this formula? N multiplied by n minus 1 upon what is
हाँ,
niche?
1 into 2, because again 2 steps down, so n minus 1, 2 steps up 1 into 2, like that. ठीक है, अपनी ट्रिक है ना ये.
So but we'll get 2 values of n. So which one will we consider?
The positive one.
I get the answer as 10.
So you'll get 2 1 negative 1 positive, so obviously you will consider positive value. N is always positive. ठीक है, चलो ठीक है, you will solve it. चलो एक ही टॉपिक होगा, ऐसे करेंगे तो. In the expansion, this thing x cube is equal to, हाँ करना पड़ेगा, but every question I have sorted in such a way which will be different from the others. करना तो पड़ेगा. Anyways, in the expression of 2 plus px to the power of 5, the coefficient of x cube is equal to minus 8 by 25. Now pay attention.
Can we do this on our own?
अरे वो कर लेना ना घर पे, रुक जाओगे. Now see, ये नहीं करते, चलो दूसरा करते हैं. अच्छा हाँ, ये वाला तो बेस्ट है, ठीक है, चलो ये कर ही लेते हैं. So now see, this is one of the, I mean, one of the very common question. Now see, 2 plus px to the power of 5, the coefficient of x cube is equal to minus 8 by 25. Now see, we are talking about coefficient of x cube. Pay attention everyone. There are two terms, 2 and px. So 2 to the power of something, okay? 2 to the power of something, then px to the power of something. and then there will be 5c something. Did you understand this structure till now? है ना?
So can you repeat one?
There will be, this is a, this is b, so this is, there has to be a, there has to be, there has to be nc, so 5c. ये structure समझ गए? All we need is, we need to fill these values 1 2 and 3. We want x cube, so definitely here it will be 3, correct? Pay attention everyone, right?
Will be 5C3.
करेंगे ना फिर 3. Now here if it is 3, then here it has to be 2, right? Because sum of 2 and 3 will be 5, correct? And then finally we have 5c. Either you consider 2 or 3. Obviously we'll prefer 2 because it's easier. And then they have given that the coefficient is minus 8 by 25, which is minus 8 by 25 x cube. Simply 5c2 is nothing but 5 into 4 upon 1 into 2, 10. 10 into 4 into p cube into x cube is equal to minus 8 by 25 x cube. Just remove this x cube will get 40 into p cube is equal to minus 8 by 25. Finally we'll get p cube is equals to minus 8 by 1000 and p is equals to minus 2 by 10. Done. So of course minus 2 by 10 is nothing but minus 1 by 5. So that's your answer. है ना? Simple.
इसमें बहुत बड़ी वैल्यू आएगी ना, 2x square को 8 करेंगे.
नहीं, we have to find a term independent of x. So maybe you have to think of something.
So we have to completely solve it, or did we? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
this
I
thing.
got it. Yes, I got it.
The way I have done this one, just take reference of this. Same to same.
Yes.
Try it. Those who are not getting it, see 2x square to the power of something. Same procedure. 1 by 4x square to the power of something. We want this value and we want this value. And we want 8c something. ठीक है? 2x square to the power of, we have to find a combination of this thing where x and x will get cancelled, numerator and denominator. So obviously since it's x square and x square, it's so easy, it's just gonna be 4 and 4, right? Yeah. So now 8c 4. अभी इसके लिए तो you'll have to use calculator. 8c 4.
70. So I really like this topic. But remember, you gave us a formula for doing such kind of questions. Like there is one formula.
अरे यार वो सब नहीं है, NCR वाला
So
फॉर्मूला.
I know, but like in formula.
This is NCR into क्या था वो, a to the power of n minus r into b to the power of r, ऐसा कुछ होता है.
When you multiply 2x square to the power of 4, you will get 2x to the, 16x to the power
8.
8.
हाँ.
So,
And this is 1 upon 4 to the power of 4, 2 to the power of 8.
256.
256 into x to the power of 8. ये x 8 cancel हो गया ना? हो गया term independent of x.
yeah.
So if we have to do it with the formula, how would we do it?
क्यों करना है फालतू चीजें? सिंपल टेक्निक बता रहा हूँ.
Last time बहुत easy हमने formula था.
ये है फॉर्मूला if you want to use it.
Like too easy.
हाँ but फिर ये पकड़ो, this is n, this is a, this is b, this is r and all those things. थोड़ा logically if you do it then you don't need a formula.
Yeah.
See simple है. This is a, ये 2x square to the power of something. This is b, 1 upon 4x square to the power of something, right? है ना? Now the thing is we need to find a term independent of x. So we have to find a combination. So maybe you can think of something like this also. Maybe you can think of 2x square to the power of maybe 3. Then this has to be 1 by 4x square to the power of 5, right? Correct? And if they ask you this coefficient of whatever it would be, so it's simply going to be 8c 3 or 5, whatever you want to consider. Yeah, 8c5 or 8c3. It will avoid all your silly mistakes. ठीक है?